Today we're going to be talking about the law of signs, and more specifically, the ambiguous case. The ambiguous case happens when we are given side, side, angle. And as we both know, backwards that spells a bad word. Okay, so we know that not all triangles, this was not a way to prove triangles congruent back from geometry. So it's so ambiguous because there's more than one option. There's actually 6 possible options for triangles. Okay, so our 6 possible options. First, I'll talk about the right side of this, where your angle is obtuse. So if your angle is right or obtuse, if side A is less than side B, side A isn't long enough. It's not going to be able to reach down to make a triangle. But if side A is bigger in an obtuse triangle, you're always going to have one triangle. And that is also true in non-right triangles or acute triangles. So if side A, or the side opposite the angle that you're given, okay, so say you're given angle A, the side opposite of that is A. If that side is bigger, then you have one triangle. Okay, now if you're given angle A, and I always draw it out, no matter what angle I'm given, I always draw the angle so that it looks like one of these pictures. If the side opposite is less than what the height is, now remember, the height in all of these triangles would be equal to, let me set up a proportion down here. So the sine of the angle that we're given, in this case we're given angle A, the sine of angle A is the height over side B. So our height in this case is what I call the opposite side B times the sine of A. So you have to find the measurement of this height and compare it to A. If A is less than that, we have no triangle. Because remember, the shortest distance between a point and a line is the perpendicular distance. So if A is less than that shortest distance, we're going to have no triangle. If that shortest distance equals A, then we're going to have one triangle. Now, if this is the challenging one, 2 triangles, if the height is less than A and A is less than B, so if A ranges between the height and side B, we're going to have 2 triangles. Okay, one of those triangles is right here. Okay, that's one possible triangle. The other possible triangle is this one here. Okay, that middle triangle isn't a triangle because that doesn't involve angle A at all. Okay, so let's do an example. And I'm going to keep this slide here pinned so that we can see which options we have. Okay, so determine the number of triangle banners that can be formed by using the measures of A being 11, B equals 17, and A equals 30. So what I do is I always draw out, no matter where I'm at, I draw out my triangle with angle A down here, this side being 11, and this side B being 17. So I would have angle B down here and angle C up here. So I'm looking, and angle A is 30. So I'm going to be looking for angle B, angle C, and side C. Okay, so we need to look and see how the height compares, which would be this distance, our shortest distance between point C and line AB. We need to see how that distance is going to compare to side A. So I know side A is 11. And side A is less than B, so I know for sure it's not one triangle. So I need to look and see how that compares to 17 times the sine of 30. So I do that in my calculator, and I get 17 times the sine of 30 to be 8.5. So 11 is greater than that. So what that means is this side here is going to be able to swing down and make one triangle, swing over, and make another triangle. Okay? So what you're going to do is once you've discovered that it's two triangles, draw a line down the center. Okay? One triangle, two triangles, so that I know that it's two triangles. Now set up your law of sines to solve for your first triangle. So I do the sine of 30 over 11 equals the first angle I find is B, because that's the side that I'm given, sine of B over 17. So I cross multiply and I get 17 sine of 30 over 11 equals the sine of B. Now I find this decimal in my calculator, and that is 0.7727. Remember, you have to do inverse sine of that number to get the actual angle. So for angle B, I get 50.77